Bonjour, welcome to French for Students. In this video, we are going to learn the difference between the two prepositions en and dans. Why do we need to learn the difference? Because they both mean in, okay? And they are not interchangeable. You cannot use dans instead of on, vice versa. So we have to learn where exactly these two fit. Okay, let's go. All right, now let's start with few scenarios where we use en. First one is when we are referring to some place. For example, elle vit au Japon. She lives in Japan. We are talking about a country that she lives in that country. So we will use en. For example, j'habite en France. I live in France. Okay, again, here in. This type of en is en. Okay, whenever we are referring to some place, we will use en. Next scenario is means of transport. Uh, she goes to office in a car. Elle va à son bureau en auto. Okay. I travel by train or plane. Je voyage en train or je voyage en avion. So here in, which type of en is used is en. Whenever we are talking about a means of transport, that I travel by this transport or I travel in this transport, we will use en. Okay. Next one. Condition or a state. Elle est en bonne santé. She is in good health. He's angry. Elle est en colère. In French, it's not translated word to word. He's angry. There is nothing like that. He's angry. It's basically he is in anger. Elle est en colère. He's in anger. So in is used as en. It is showing a condition and his state of mind that he's furious. So he is in anger. Elle est en colère. All right. Let's go ahead. Okay, now let's see a few more examples and few more situations where we are going to use en. Okay, the first one is when something is being transformed in something. Okay, for example, he translates the letter in French. Il traduit la lettre en français in French. He transforms the letter in French en. He breaks the cup in two. Il casse la tasse en deux in two parts. Here in which in is used is en. Okay, so the entire cup was a single entity transformed into two. So en. Got it? Next, composition. Okay, when we have to explain a composition of something about like what is that thing made of. For example, she bought a gold watch. So we will not translate it in French. There is nothing she bought a gold watch. It will be like she bought a watch in gold. Elle a acheté une montre en or. En or. E-N-O-R means in gold. She bought a watch in gold. Okay. This is a wooden table. Again, this is a table in wood. C'est une table en bois. Okay? C'est une table en bois. In wood. E-N. Alright? Next. Dimension. La chambre est grand en long. The room is bigger in length. When we are talking about any dimension in breadth, in length, in width, we'll use en. La chambre est grand en long. Okay? So I hope we have now seen the scenarios. Now there is another scenario which is to signify time. Okay, to signify time. Why I have I'm going to talk about this topic separately because both en and dans are used to signify time and they create a lot of confusion. So we are going to do them together so that we know the difference between the two. All right, let's first start with en. It describes the length of time an action takes place. He read the book in 1 hour. It means that in 1 hour he finished the book. 1 hour is the duration, the length of the time. That's why we will use en. Il a lu le livre en une heure. Okay? In 1 hour, he finished the book. That's why en is used. And also, if we have to describe a month or a season or a year, we will use en. We travel in April. Nous voyageons en avril. In April, en avril. Okay? We will not use dans. Here we will use en. Understood? Now let's talk about dans. Again, if we have to describe time, we will use dans. But in what condition are we going to use dans? It says the amount of time before which an action will occur. It will be clear with an example. For example, we are leaving in 10 minutes. Okay, we are leaving in 10 minutes. So here we will not use en. We will use temps because it is expressing the amount of time before which an action will occur. Nous partirons dans 10 minutes. We are leaving in 10 minutes. Okay, it is not the duration, it is not the length of the time in which action has took place. Rather, it is the amount of time which is in future, which is telling that, okay, we will be leaving in this much time. So here, dans is used. Okay. Another scenario, for example, we have to say long ago there was a king. Here also we are talking about a time. Dans les temps, il y avait un roi. Long ago there was a king. So here also dans will be used. Okay, are you getting the difference between the two? For example, again I would like to tell you the length of the time when we are saying that we did this thing in this hour. Okay, we will use en. And if we are talking that we are going to be we will be going there in 10 minutes, or we'll be finishing this work in this much time. So in that scenario, which type of in will be used is dans. Understand? It'll be more clear when we start reading and when we see more examples. So I think you should read some more literature on French, and you should share more examples with me. And in case you have any confusion, again, to describe the difference between the two types of time significations in en and dans, you're more than welcome to write in the comments. Okay, now let's go. Okay, now the first scenario where we use dans. Just keep in mind it's not pronounced as dans. No, it's dans. All right. In, of course. That's what we are talking about. Le lait dans une bouteille. The milk is in the bottle. The milk is inside the bottle. L'enfant est tombé dans la rivière. The child fell into the river. The child is inside the river now. Okay, so inside, into, we are using dans. Here we will not use en. Just keep in mind that they are not interchangeable. We cannot use en in place of dans. La lettre dans une bouteille, l'enfant tombé dans la rivière. The milk is in the bottle. The child fell in the river. Dans. Okay? Next, place of belonging. For example, the child drinks milk from a cup. So the place of belonging of milk is the cup. Okay. L'enfant du lait dans une tasse. He drinks milk in a cup. Okay. So here we will say l'enfant but du lait dans une tasse. Okay, just to revise, du lait. Okay, du is used because we're talking about some milk. Okay, so just keep in mind all these grammatical things also while we are doing dans and en, and also keep in mind you can revise the genders of the nouns. All right. Next is elle lit les histoires dans le livre. She reads stories from a book. So, where is the place of belonging of the stories? It is in the book. She reads the stories which are in the book. Okay, so elle lit les histoires dans les livres. Here also we'll be using dans. Next, if we are talking about approximate values, for example, the dress costs about 20 euros. Here also we will use dans. There is another word, environ. We'll be doing it later on, but in this case also, we have the utilization of dans. All right. So these are the few scenarios where we use dans and en, and the time specifications which we had done are very important because everybody tends to get confused in that. And just remember, they are not interchangeable, so we need to remember their place in the French grammar. Okay, for any doubt, please comment, and please subscribe to my channel, and I'll be coming up with more videos, and you can also request any video on any topic which you want, so I'll be posting that video first. Okay, so all right, Abhyanto.